Hello everybody, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Today's the December giveaway race, so we're going to be going racing. We're going to be racing at Toledo Raceway in Toledo, Ohio. It's going to be set up a little bit different this month because there's 39 entries, which is the most I've had so far. So thank you so much for all the support. The only issue is Toledo only holds 32 cars, so we're going to be going heat racing in order to set the starting lineup for the feature event. Each heat is going to be a 30-lap race with that's going to consist of, first heat's going to have 20 cars in it, second heat's going to have 19. I'm not going to be showing the full event of the heat races because it would just take too much time. So you'll be seeing the first couple laps, all the highlights, and then you'll just be seeing the last few laps for the battle for the transfer spot. And because the top 16 finishers will advance onto the feature event, and so there'll be 7 finishers that will, or 7 entries that will fail to qualify for the feature event. There'll be no caution flags in the heat races, so if a wreck breaks out, everyone just keeps racing. In the feature event, it's going to be a 70-lap race with where the caution flags will be turned on, and there'll be 32 entries in that race. So, just like every other time, we're going to go show you the starting lineup, or not starting lineup, but the entries for Heat 1. If you don't see your car in this list here, don't worry. It's going to be in, it'll just be in Heat number 2. So, starting us off, we have Intercontinental Cards. You have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ken's Cardboard, you have the Colorado Rockies. Intercontinental Cards, you have the San Diego Padres. The Card Dojo, you have the New York Giants. Ken's Cardboard, you have the Avalanche. Nico Rips is making his debut in the Phoenix Suns. Charm C, you have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rycon, you have the Burger King car. If Sports Cards, you have the San Francisco 49ers. Doug Vandermeulen, you have the Milwaukee Bucks. You also have the Chicago Cubs. Positive Breaks, you have the St. Louis Cardinals. House of Cards, you have the San Jose Sharks. Joey the Collector, you have the Winnipeg Jets. Spurs Cards 21, you have the Texas Rangers. Haas, you have the Cleveland baseball team. Charm C, you have the Brooklyn Nets. Joey the Collector, you have the Golden State Warriors. Rycon, this is actually the car that you requested. It's the Cox Viagra car. Cox is actually where he works, so get your mind out of the gutter. And Viagra, well, that's Viagra. And I put a few other little sponsors on there, and Star Wars, and on the back of it, I put Jar Jar Binks, just because I felt like that would be fitting. And the final entry for this event, or for Heat 1, is going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves car driven by If Sports Cards. So let's get ready to go to the event. Next, the month of January, for that giveaway race, there's going to be a special incentive that some people will be earning because it'll be the 5th giveaway race. There's several channels that are going to be making their 5th start, and so it's something you earn on your 5th start. And so there's going to be 7 different channels that are going to be earning that, and those 7 are Rycon Sports Cards, House of Cards, If Sports Cards, Intercontinental Cards, the Card Dojo, DeBuff Man, and Ken's Cardboard. And 7 of you will be getting the special incentive, and there's a few more that'll be getting this incentive the month after that, and just continuing as people reach that 7 or 5 entry marker. And it'll just be something fun that I'm doing for you guys, and I think everyone's going to really like. So let's get this event qualifying, that way we can set the field. Okay. Got it qualified. And ready to go racing. Got to exit my car out first, that way it doesn't interfere with anything.
Drivers,
get the camera angle set up. And unlike the other races where we, in the feature event where we focus the front, the camera's going to be focused more towards the back of the back because that's where the true battle is going to be. And because if you're up at the front, you're going to be in this race. Drivers in the back, you're the ones that are going to be racing your way in. So right now, Charm C, your Brooklyn Nets car, has that final transfer spot. But we're going racing, and let's see who gets in. Coming out of turn 1, everyone is coming out. Looks like the Texas Rangers up front slow down that top line a little bit. The Chicago Cubs are up the racetrack and almost into the wall. And it looks like the Brooklyn Nets have moved out of that transfer spot. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are now in it. Oh, and we have a couple cars wrecking in the back. Looks like the Winnipeg Jets and the Burger King car just went around. Let's see what happened there. So it looks like the Winnipeg Jets just get bounced off the wall and just slide right down into the Burger King car. So both of those are in danger of not making the race at this point. One more camera angle here, right along with the Burger King car. And they just come down the racetrack and just get right into them. It's highly unfortunate for both of them. But just don't worry. Still have plenty of time to be able to get in. Chances are there'll probably be more wrecks. We have trouble. Two cars get together. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Texas Rangers. Jaguars slam up into the Rangers. Both cars are able to continue at this point. And we have a pretty good transfer battle going on for the transfer spot right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers are right behind the Cubs trying to get underneath them. And now we have trouble up ahead. Two cars get together. Look like the St. Louis Cardinals. They get together with the Timberwolves, and also the Rangers are involved. See, it looks like what happens. Looks like the Cardinals, they slide up the racetrack into the wall, and they just get into the 8 car of the Timberwolves. And Texas just comes in, just slams into them both. We're riding along with the Texas Rangers right now. See him get together up ahead, and he tries going low, but just has nowhere to go. Not sure that's going to eliminate him from this race or not, but it's definitely not going to help him. So just a little update for everybody with the transfer spots. Right now, the Winnipeg Jets for Joey the Collector has the final spot. Even though he was involved in that first wreck with Raikkonen and the Burger King car, both of them have worked their way back up into the transfer spots just because of other accidents. And right now, the next car trying to get in is the St. Louis Cardinals, but their car is heavily damaged due to that wreck they were involved in. And they currently just went a lap down. If you see in the background, when you're coming through the corners a little bit, right there, the next car to come into the screen is actually the leader. And right now, Ken's Cardboard is leading this heat. So we have 2 laps to go. White flag just came out for the leader, but the car in the transfer spot is almost a lap down. The Winnipeg Jets, driven by Joey the Collector, he's still in that spot, and it looks like he's going to secure it unless there's something big happens. A wreck breaks out. The number 6 car of the Texas Rangers is currently a lap down in 19th. So their day is done. They won't be making the race. And coming around, taking the checkered flag. Here we go. Field is set. It looks like, unfortunately, positive brakes with your St. Louis Cardinals. Intercontinental cards with the Jaguars. Spurs cards 21 with the Rangers. And If Sports cards, the only card not to finish this race in the Timberwolves, are going to be the 4 drivers to fail to qualify from this heat. So special congratulations to Ken's Cardboard for winning that first heat. No prizes go out for winning the heat, but your car was able to perform well in that. And so that's looking good for you going into this feature event because your car stayed out front and was clean the whole time, so it shows it has some good speed. Okay, so now for the lineup or the entries for heat number 2. Starting us off, Raikkonen, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. The Car Dojo, you have the New York Yankees. Joey the Collector, you have the Las Vegas Raiders, but at the time, this was the Oakland Raiders. Or, I guess not really at the time, but the time this mod set was made, it was made as the Oakland Raiders car, but I just changed it to the Las Vegas Raiders. Just useless information, I don't even know why I was saying that. Joey the Collector, you also have the Oakland A's. Haas of cards, you have the Cleveland Browns. Spurs cards 21, you have the Spurs. Doug Vandermeulen, you have the Rams. The Car Dojo, you have the Knicks. Raikkonen, you have the Wizards. Haas, you have the Cavs. Charm C, you have the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ian, you have the if Sports Cars, you have the San Francisco Giants. DeBuff Man, you have the Memphis Grizzlies. If Sports Cars has the Toronto Blue Jays. Spurs, you have the Dallas Stars. That's also last month's winner. Ken's Cardboard, you have the Denver Broncos. Spurs, you have the Dallas Cowboys. DeBuff Man, you have the Los Angeles Angels. Jacob Lynn, you have the Chicago White Sox. And that is our field for heat number 2. I don't think there's anyone else making their debut in that event. I think there was only one person making their debut this month, which was in Heat 1, which made the race. So congratulations to Nico Rips for qualifying for your first event. Okay, we're getting ready to qualify this event, or Heat number 2. Hit the qualifying button. Okay, we're getting ready to qualify Heat number 2. Hit the qualifying button. And it looks like the cutoff point for this event is going to be at Spurs Cards 21. So as of right now, you have the transfer spot, but as you can see from last time, that doesn't mean anything. Field is rolling, getting ready to take the green flag, and here we go. Head off into turn 1. Field is so far keeping it clean, but it's only first corner. Coming out, looks like everyone, a couple cars get together in the back of the pack, but everyone keeps it going in the right direction. They're just bouncing off each other, but that's just typical short track racing. Coming into the middle of 3 and 4. They're 3 wide, and they get together going down the front stretch. The White Sox have shoved in. One car up in the air. That's the Dallas Cowboys. They roll over onto their wheels. It looks like they're all able to continue, though. But the White Sox, they're smoking pretty badly. It looks like their day might be done. Let's see exactly what happened there. It looks like, coming out of the corner, it looks like the Angels just slide up into the Cowboys and just get into them. The Oakland A's, they took a little bit of a hit in there too. We have a car on the wall, 3 and 4, and they get together. Yankees go around, so do the Giants. Looks like both cars are able to continue. And the car that started this whole thing, it didn't even look like it even phased it much. Riding along with the Cleveland Browns. They had a front row seat to this. Just barely missed hitting the San Francisco Giants. So we have 10 laps left in this race. Here's an update on the transfer spot. Right now, we have DeBuff Man in the Los Angeles Angels. He's in the 16th position. The car right behind him, the Dallas Cowboys, is in 17th. But there's about a 4-lap difference between them. So, because the Cowboys had to make a pit stop due to that wreck they're involved in earlier. So, unless there's a car that drops out within the next 4 laps, then it doesn't look like the Cowboys are going to make in the field. There's 2 cars currently out of the race, the Chicago White Sox and the Oakland A's. Leader just took the white flag. Kansas City Chiefs are leading this thing. It looks like the final transfer spot is going to be going to DeBuff Man and the Los Angeles Angels. The Dallas Cowboys are still out there logging laps, but they went another lap down. So, leader just took the checkered flag. Race is over. Kansas City Chiefs win it. So, we're going to get this field set up for the feature, and we're going to be going racing for this actual prize. The 3 drivers that failed to qualify are Spurs Cars 21 with the Dallas Cowboys. You finished 5 laps down. Joey the Collector in the Oakland A's, and Jacob Lynn with the Chicago White Sox. All of your cars are unfortunately done for the day. Okay, so the field is set. Just a quick run through, that way you can see who all is in this main event. I'm not going to say the channel's name, just the sports names, the team's names of the cars, because everyone knows what they're assigned to now. Colorado Rockies, Kansas City Chiefs, New York Yankees, San Diego Padres, Raiders, New York Giants, Avalanche, Browns, Suns, San Antonio Spurs, Pittsburgh Steelers, LA Rams, Burger King. That's just the car you simulate with. That one doesn't count. New York Knicks, San Francisco 49ers, Washington Wizards, Milwaukee Bucks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Chicago Cubs, Pittsburgh Pirates, San Francisco Giants, San Jose Sharks, Memphis Grizzlies, Winnipeg Jets, Toronto Blue Jays, Dallas Stars, Cleveland Indians, Denver Broncos, Brooklyn Nets, Golden State Warriors, LA Angels, and Cox Viagra are the cars that make that are making the main event. So we're getting ready to go racing. Like I said, it's going to be a 70-lap race. Should be a lot of wrecks. Whenever I practice this thing, there's usually a lot of wrecks, and I know that's what you guys are waiting to see. So we're qualifying the main event, and it looks like Charm C with the Brooklyn Nets is going to be starting on the pole today. So congratulations to Charm C for getting the pole. And we're getting ready to go racing. Charm C is leading us down to the green flag. To their outside, we have the Angels, Grizzlies, Rockies, 49ers, Giants, Rams, Cox Viagra, Avalanche, and Broncos. And boogity, 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 boys, let's go racing. The Brooklyn Nets lead us down to turn 1. They clear the Angels coming out. They have a pulled away about a car length lead. With Memphis Grizzlies, they're going at this, and the Angels trying to make a charge for the lead, come up to the lead, but the Nets are continuing to pull away from this thing. They have about a car and a half lead. They slide up the racetrack just a little bit, but the Grizzlies aren't able to do a whole lot to catch up to them, but they are to kind of cut into a little bit. Let's go back in the pack just a little bit, just to see a little bit of the action. The 49ers have made their way up to second. They just made a move underneath the Grizzlies. The Rams have worked their way up to fourth, so coming out of turn 2. Yellow flag is out. Look like we have a big wreck that might have happened in turn 1. Not sure exactly what caused it. So it looks like what happens, they're 4 wide coming out of the corner, and the Suns just get clipped. Nobody took a huge amount of damage, but and everyone's able to continue, but just a lot of cars that got turned around and beaten up in that wreck. Currently right along with the New York Yankees. And they look like maybe he took a little bit of damage, but not a whole lot. They were able to snake through there. Oh, we had another wreck on the backstretch. Like the Memphis and the Milwaukee Bucks took quite a bit of damage in that, but they were able to continue. And another wreck on the front stretch. What is going on? And that was the Cox Viagra car. Lights are off on the pace car. It's pulling off the racetrack. The Nets are leading us down to take the green flag once again. Here we go, back to green racing. 49ers are able to stay right on top of the Nets. They were able to pull away like they were able to the last time. Nets slide the racetrack just a little bit. That opens the door for the 49ers. The 49ers aren't able to get there. A little bit further in the pack, the Avalanche get underneath the A's. The Brooklyn Nets slide into the wall. Thankfully, no one was collected, but the 49ers have moved up into the lead. Have a good battle up there for third. The Avalanche have just really been moving up. They're not side by side with the Grizzlies currently. Grizzlies slide up the racetrack. The New York Giants are around, up into the outside wall, collecting the Los Angeles Rams. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. They're racing back to the line. Giants are going to take the yellow flag. Let's see exactly what happened. So it looks like coming out of the corner, I think the Angels got into the back of the Rams. And the Cleveland baseball team, they got a little bit of damage also. But it looked like the Angels got into the back of the Rams, and that sent them up into the the New York Giants, who unfortunately they got the worst of the deal, and they were just an innocent bystander. Lights are off on the pace car. We're getting ready to go back to green. Still, all 32 cars are running. Pace car is pulling off. The 49ers are leading us down to the green flag. And we're going green. 49ers get a decent jump. But the Nets are able to kind of stay right there with them. But the 49ers are pulling away coming out of turn 2. They got about a 2.5, maybe 3 car length lead. They slide up the racetrack though. The Nets are trying to pull up, but they just aren't able to. A little bit further back, we have the Colorado Rockies making a move underneath the Los Angeles Angels for about, I think that's 5th. The Nets slide up the racetrack. The Avalanche come underneath them, battling for 2nd. They're side by side, bouncing off of each other, coming out of the turn 4. Rockies have it right now. But it looks like the Nets are starting to drop back. The Grizzlies are now up to 3rd. Nets have fallen back to 4th. 49ers continue to lead this race. 49ers are pulling away from this thing and don't want to go to the back of the pack. The Grizzlies have now moved underneath the Avalanche for 2nd place. They have their sights now set on the 49ers. And the yellow flag is out. So it looks like what happens, the Giants get turned and just slam hard into the outside wall and just get clobbered by the Giants and the Browns. That is the 2nd week in a row that the San Francisco Giants have just been clobbered. And they might have been turned by the same car they were last week also. See exactly what happened. Oh, they were turned by their teammate. If Sports Cards, his Toronto Blue Jays car just completely took out the Giants. So that's just unfortunate for him. He already had 1 car fail to qualify for the main event. And he does have his other car leading the race, but he needs to make sure, have a driver's meeting with his drivers and make sure that they work together out there and don't take each other out. So the lights are off in the pace car. Got about a half lap before we go green. Have a few cars that have been really coming up to the field. Colorado Rockies, the winner of our last event, and the Cox Viagra car has really been coming up through the field. And last I saw it was running about 14th, but it's currently running in 6th. So that car has some speed under today. And we're going back to green. 49ers lead us down to turn 1, and again, they just start to pull away. A little bit further back in the pack, we have the Avalanche. They're making their way underneath the Grizzlies for 2nd place. Looks like the Cox Viagra car was going to be making a move back for 5th, but Angels shut the door. But here comes the Cox Viagra car underneath the Angels for 5th place, and they're making their move. Avalanche have taken over 2nd place. The 49ers continue to lead this race. Oh, we have a car around. The Wizards just went around. Racing back to the line. The Memphis Grizzlies have fallen back a few spots since the last restart. So taking a look at the replay. Looks like the Wizards get clipped by the Padres, slam into that inside wall, and just get clobbered by the Yankees. The Raiders, they took heavy damage. Look like the Pittsburgh Steelers took some heavy damage also. But the Wizards, they're definitely out of this thing. I think that the Raiders going to be out of it also. Lights are off on the pace car. Our top 5 are the 49ers, at the Avalanche, Colorado Rockies, Memphis Grizzlies, and the Cox Viagra car. So pace car is pulling off. 49ers lead us down to green once more, and here we go back to green. They get a great jump on the field. And coming out of turn 2, they already have about a 4 car length lead over the 2nd place car of the Avalanche. We have a... Oh, yellow is out again. Let's take a look at what happened. Looks like our pole sitter, the Brooklyn Nets, I don't know if they bounced off the wall or what, but they got clipped by the Padres. That's the 2nd time the Padres have turned a car today. That collect the Chiefs and the Broncos. A little bit different camera angle. Yeah, it looks like the Padres just turned them going down the backstretch. Not sure what they were doing. But the Padres, they need to calm down just a little bit out there. And the Nets just can't be happy about that. Had such a great start to their day, and now their car's damaged. They're going to be able to continue, but just so unfortunate for them. Lights are off on the pace car. We have one lap car to the inside the leader. That's the Los Angeles Rams. And the top 5 remained unchanged during that last green flag lap. I went back to green for one lap, and the leader's taking the green. Trying to get a good jump on the Rams, but aren't able to do it. But actually, they clear him coming out of the corner. Here come the Rockies underneath them, trying to get underneath them to get the Rams out of the way. 49ers are having a hard time keeping it down in the bottom. 49ers still have the lead. Rockies are just trying to make their way up to, trying to get around them. Rams are just in the way right now. They're dropping back on the high line. And we have the Burger King cars work the way up to 6th, forced the way underneath the LA Angels. And here comes the Cox Viagra car. They're going underneath the Grizzlies. They really like being on the bottom. It's the quickest way around the racetrack. They're up to 4th. And it looks like the Burger King car, they're also taking advantage of that. They're going underneath the Grizzlies. Take the camera back just a little bit. We have a battle up for 2nd. It looks like here come the Rockies underneath the Avalanche. Hopefully they don't pull an if and take each other out. But it looks like they're able to clear them, and the Rockies now set their eyes on the leader. 49ers continue to lead, but have about a half a car length lead over the Rockies. Rockies are making the hard charge, and they are there. They're trying to get underneath the. Oh, the yellow is out. It looks like. Taking a look to see what happened. Looks like the. Let's see. Spurs bounce off the wall, and the Bucks and Knicks, they get turned. Oh, the Broncos slam into them, and the Pittsburgh Steelers roll over. The Brooklyn Nets were also involved in that wreck. Here we are riding along with the Nets. See them get together up there. They can't see a whole lot driving into it. Oh, and the Steelers just get sideways right in front of them. Nowhere for them to go. Unfortunately, they're teammates. But there's nothing they can do about it. Lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to go back to green. Top 5 again are the 49ers still leading. Rockies have moved up to 2nd. Avalanche are 3rd. 4th is the Cox Viagra, and 5th is Burger King. Still have the Los Angeles Rams down the inside. We're going back to green. This time the Rams are able to stick it out, it looks like, and they're not allowing the 49ers to get away. That allows the Avalanche to get underneath the Rockies. And our leader's having trouble getting down to the bottom. Here comes the Cox Viagra car. They're underneath the Rockies, making their move for 3rd. Here come the Avalanche, making the move for the lead. 49ers are... Oh, they get together a little bit. Here comes the Cox Viagra car. They squeeze underneath, and the leader's around. Oh, the Avalanche go around. So the replay looks like the Avalanche are there. They slide up into the 49ers, and they just get into the wall. So unfortunate for the Avalanche. Oh, and they get clobbered by the Toronto Blue Jays, and that just causes the traffic jam. The Stars, Pirates, and Spurs all take damage in that. So riding along with the Cox Viagra car. See if he had anything to do with this. I don't think he did. He just sees the hole open up. Maybe he got into it. He just squeezes it in there. He just really wanted to make that thing fit. And he takes the lead, and that was a great move. Great driving on his part. Lights are off on the pace car once more. The Cox Viagra car is taking the lead of this race. 2nd is the 49ers. 3rd, Rockies. 4th, Burger King. And 5th is the Angels. The Rams got their lap back under that last green flag run, and we have the Brooklyn Nets the inside, but they're heavily damaged, and they're not going to be a factor in this at all. Able to get a good, clean start. 1st and 2nd place cars are able to continue. We have 12 laps to go in this race. Burger King cars, they pull underneath the Rockies. Rockies, they get trapped up the high side behind the Nets. Cox Viagra car continues to lead this race. The nets are just in the way. They're dropping like a rock through this field. But meanwhile, up front, it's a battle between the Cox Viagra and 49ers. They have just really checked out. Rockies have made their way back up into third place. And they're trying to chase down the leaders. Cox Viagra slide up the racetrack, opening the door for the 49ers. The 49ers are there. Going off into turn 1. 49ers have the spot. They dive underneath them, but the Cox Viagra are trying to fight back on the outside, but they're unable to. 49ers have the lead going off into turn 3. 9 laps to go. Cox Viagra tries to pull the crossover move, but they aren't able to do it. They're still right on their back bumper. Got some 3-wide racing a little bit further back in the pack, but nothing that's affecting the lead at all. Cox Viagra continues to make the charge. They're underneath the 49ers. At least try to get there, but they aren't able to. The caution flag is out. This is probably going to set us up for about a 2-lap shootout. Let's see what happened. What it looks like, the Brooklyn Nets, they just went from starting out great to falling apart. They're in the way, and they collect the Chiefs, the Suns, the Rams are involved in another one. Just rough day for the Nets and the Rams. They've been involved in multiple accidents. Pace car is pulling off. Single file restart. Since we're under 10 to go, it's going to be a 3-lap shootout. 49ers lead us down to the green flag. Cox Viagra, they weren't able to get the best start. 49ers continue to pull away. They have about a car length and a half, but here comes the Cox Viagra car coming back on the inside. Almost inside. Now they're right on their back bumper. Coming to the line. 2 laps to go. As long as the yellow doesn't come out, this thing's ending on a green. Hopefully it doesn't in this last lap because we don't want to see us end under caution. 49ers are coming out of the corner. They slide up the racetrack. Here comes the Cox Viagra car trying to get underneath them, but they're just still a little bit too far back. Yellow flag is out. Race is ended under caution, unfortunately. I thought that thing was going to be going green to the end. Congratulations to If Sports Cards. You're going to be winning this race. I'm not sure exactly what happened. We'll have to catch that replay to see exactly what brought it out. It looked like it was so close to being a green flag finish. That's just so unfortunate. But still a great race. Looks like what brought out the caution flag. So they slide up the racetrack, bounce off the wall, and yep, looks like it's the Cavs that turn them around. But even if the Cavs didn't get into them, I think the Suns would have went around off the Spurs. So that's what brought out the caution. They caused it to end under yellow, but still great finish. Congratulations, or great race. Congratulations to Ian. You finally got your first win. Our top 10 finishers, If Sports Cards first, Rycon second, Ken's Cardboard third, Rycon fourth, The Buffman fifth, Intercontinental Card sixth, The Buffman seventh, Haas eighth, Joey the Collector ninth, and Joey the Collector also got 10th. So great race, and again, congratulations to Ian with If Sports Cards. You'll be getting a care package in the mail with cards for your PC. Congratulations again. Thank you so much for everyone's support. Couldn't be doing this without you guys. Very much appreciate you guys. Hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve. Hope 2021 is a better year for everyone. Hopefully things can get back to normal this year, or at least somewhat back to normal. And so, thank you so much again for all the support. Now just pay attention to the videos, get ready for the January month's giveaway race. And so I have a month to get ready for that. It's going to be exciting. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and leave a comment down below. I love communicating with everybody, getting to know everyone. Thank you for the support. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Take care, stay healthy. Until next time, later.